Hi, Michelle Wilson here. I wanted to just take a couple of minutes and tell you a little bit about our process here at Wilson Legal. A lot of folks, when they're coming in to see us, are really curious about how many meetings it's going to take, how long it will take to complete a plan, and how will they know when to come back and how many times they'll need to come back. So the purpose of this video is to give you a little bit of an idea, or a lot of an idea, about what you can look forward to when you're working with us. Our process is going to be something that happens in 3 easy steps. The first step is our strategy step. This is going to be the first strategy session that you come to. We're going to talk about who you are and your family and the unique things that describe or define you and your goals. We're also going to talk about your options, and we're going to talk about things like the differences between a will and a trust. We're probably going to mention a little bit about long-term care needs and elder care needs and make sure that your questions get answered. Once we've decided a design for your plan and you have the options to choose from, then we're going to move on to step 2. In step 2 of your plan, we're going to be reviewing and signing. That's getting your plan all created, the creation phase. The review meeting is a 1-hour-long meeting about 2 weeks after your strategy session. In that meeting, we're going to be talking about your documents from a 10,000-foot view. You're going to be looking down at the purpose for each document, the name spellings for the people you put in charge, and the name spellings for the people who are going to receive any part of your estate when you pass away. And you'll have an opportunity to clarify for us if there needs to be any tweaks or changes with contact information, or maybe the order in which people are listed, for example. Then you get to take all the documents home with you and read through them. About a week later, we're going to have the signing meeting. And in the signing meeting, you're going to be able to sign your documents, of course, and make them legal. But before we sit down to sign, we're actually going to talk over any questions you might have and make sure you've got the answers that you need. Now, you might be thinking, Michelle, if your documents are lengthy, how am I going to get through those documents with just 1 week between the review and the signing? Well, not to worry. We've got extra time built into our process for you in step number 3, so that you can actually do a deep dive review of all those boring administrative sections that give you a good reason to take lots of naps. Okay? So step number 3 in our process is the implementation phase. It's when we put your plan to work for you. We're going to do that in our delivery and funding meeting and in the weeks that follow our delivery and funding meeting. The delivery meeting is 30 minutes that we spend together talking about your documents, where to store them, who should have copies, and go over any additional forms that we include in your plan to make sure your quality of life stays even and doesn't decline when you're in the care of a third party, and also making sure that your wishes come true. So the other part of that meeting is your funding meeting, and that's where we're going to go over your financial worksheet. We're going to talk about your different bank accounts and investments and any special uses you might have for any of those accounts, and figure out a plan, making some decisions about where we're going to plug in your beneficiaries and whether we're going to change the ownership or title of your assets, maybe by putting your house in a trust, for example. And then after that, you'll be good to go. Starting out with the funding, getting your beneficiaries changed, changing the title on your different assets, and lo and behold, 6 weeks to 2 months after that, your plan will be done, complete, and ready to protect you and your loved ones. So what is funding? Funding is a process of changing the beneficiaries or the owners of each of your assets so that your trust or your will-based estate plan does what it's intended to do and protects the people that you want to protect. That's a process that begins with that funding meeting where we identify your different accounts and assets and make decisions about what to do with each one. And I just want you to know, when we're talking about money, I totally get that some people are not so comfortable with that, right? We're going to explain our strategy and how we're going to treat each account in that meeting, and you're the one who gets to tell us what you'd like to do with each account. So you are in the driver's seat, remember, from the very beginning with step 1 and the strategy session, through the middle where we're actually creating your plan and getting it signed, and then in the end when we're delivering you your plan and teaching you how to use it. You're still in the driver's seat, and you're going to feel at the end of this process like you understand how to use your documents and how to put them to work for you.